Joining me today is Matt Wilkinson, chef and owner of Pope Joan in Melbourne and The Pie Shop. Just the best pies in Victoria, pretty much. They are so delicious. And you're going to be making one of your most popular pie dishes.
So for this one, this is our sweet pastry, and this is a little bit different. We add to the flour polenta.
Right.
So what the polenta does is adds a texture crunch. It draws the moisture out when you're cooking, especially because the strawberry filling is going to be quite wet.
So we're making a strawberry pie.
Yeah, so it's a strawberry and balsamic and Angostura bitters pie. It's really delicious. So that we add the sugar, mix it around.
You're doing this all by hand. You don't need to put it in the machine.
Well, you can.
At your pie shop, you probably do.
Yeah, well, we make this pastry in 50-kilo lots.
Right,
and
a lot of pastry.
I know I've got big muscles, but not that big. Into that, the butter, also known as butter.
Yeah, I was going to pick you up on that, but clearly he comes from England.
Yeah, I think the essential thing about a good pie, it's like a sandwich, really. You don't have to be like the top chef in the world. If you use good ingredients and you take care, a pie should be no different to like a 3-hat meal.
Exactly.
So we add the water. Yep. So that's breadcrumbed.
And depending on the type of flour you use and how coarse your polenta is going to be, you may need a little bit more water or a little bit less.
Yeah.
So show us the texture. What are we looking for at this stage?
This actual dough is not a wet dough, but you'll see it just comes together. And people say about pastry how not to overwork it, a bit like pasta. We let the rolling pin work it, but you do want all the ingredients to be mixed together.
Nice.
So we'll just turn this little bit out, so you'll see here.
What's the wackiest pie creation you've ever made?
Butter chicken recipe.
Yeah,
a
I
good
was going to
friend
say
of
that
mine
was a pretty interesting one.
put Yarra Valley salmon caviar on top.
And what's the thought behind? I guess it's that pop of saltiness.
Pop of salt, and it actually really worked. So the pastry's there ready, and like anything, it needs to rest. So good old cling film.
Yeah.
Do you know cling film was invented in Carlisle in Northern England, close to where I'm from?
Really?
And it's made originally from the wood shavings. It's like a byproduct of the wood industry. So that's going in the fridge for 20 minutes.
Great. Well, while that's in the fridge, I guess we've got to hull a lot of strawberries.
Amazing. All right, so I'm going to roll out the base and the top. Don't have a go at me for my awkward rolling.
I will. I'll be judging you.
If you can finish the filling, so that's all the strawberries there cut up.
Isn't that like the most beautiful thing? Fresh, ripe strawberries in a bowl.
To that, you can add brown sugar and raw sugar, so it's two different, obviously, sweetnesses. And also, brown sugar's got that more, caramelised flavour. Yeah. And raw sugar's got this, I think, a little bit of like a licorice flavour. Yep. Raw sugar gives. You can substitute it for caster sugar if you wish. That's fine. To that, we're going to add corn flour. And what corn flour does is when the strawberries are cooking, obviously there's all that moisture's going to come out, and the corn flour soaks it all up and makes it like a strawberry gravy. Oh,
strawberry gravy! That sounds amazing.
And then just for a little bit of acid, and strawberries, balsamic, classic marriage. Always good with a glass of champagne as well. Yeah. And we'll just go a little drop, so whatever you think of that.
That's it. Yep.
Yep, perfect. Some Angostura bitters. So what we're after there is Angostura bitters is basically a little bit of alcohol. That gives all those spices and herbs that are naturally in there as a back palate. And then, again, another classic marriage with strawberries is pepper. So we're going to add some black pepper to it.
Wow, these sound like such interesting flavours, but when you really think about it, and obviously you have, developing this, it makes sense.
You can see the yellow tinge that the polenta gives to it, and that, with that little bit of moisture, it's already started to absorb. Now, dishes, again, I'm a bit strange, so I like different things for my pie moulds.
Well, I think this is a great choice. I think it's quite cute, it's quite homely.
Homely, boom. All right, so
just a bit of flour, and because there's so much butter in it, you don't need to...
You could grease it.
Yeah.
My nan would have greased it, but I reckon there's enough butter in there, and if it doesn't turn out, we just eat it in the dish. So we leave that there like that. Can you fill all that into the pastry.
Look how good that looks. And I think the most important part of the strawberries is adding that corn flour so we don't get all that runny liquid and it turns into that special gravy that you were talking about.
Yeah, it's almost like the consistency of really good homemade strawberry jam. Something like you find in Tassie. To finish this off, just as a bit of decoration, you don't have to, we cut out a few holes. Oh, yeah. Bit of peekaboo type thing. And it also helps identifying when the actual pie is ready. The strawberries start to come up through the holes. So we lay this over.
It's also so appealing to the eye when you just see those little strawberries saying, "Eat me." That looks great.
Now, the trick to this, I guess, is just pinching it. Now, you can pinch it any way. I do like the fold and pinch, so it's in. You should just grab it and pinch a little bit. We're just going to finish it with some milk. You can do egg and a little bit of water. I like milk. Nice. That gives it that, that beautiful brown and gloss. Last, just some raw sugar, sprinkle all over the top. That gives it a nice crust. And then preheated oven, 200 degrees, into the oven, 15 minutes. And then turn down the oven to 190 for about 30-35 until you see the strawberries come up and it looks like jam.
Can't wait to try this one.
Shall I put it in?
Let's do it. Wow, that looks unbelievable. I love how the strawberry gravy, as you say, has bled over the top of it. It just looks so yummy. And that pastry, awesome.
Crispy. So I'll divide it up. So the perfect thing, obviously, with anything like this is either vanilla ice cream, cream, or I like creme fraiche.
I think creme fraiche is so perfect with this because it's got that tang to it, which is yummy. Oh.
So we're going to serve this hot with cold creme fraiche. You can serve it, let it cool down, and have it with creme fraiche again.
Oh, yeah, why not?
An extra creme fraiche just in case.
You want a double whammy?
Please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Little spoon. Dig into that. Well, what do you say in England? This is my pudding.
Pudding.
Pudding, right?
I've had one too many.
This Sunday I'm going to have a roast chook. I'm going to finish off with this epic pie. Maddie, I love it.